I need you guys' opinion on this matter. The thing is that, do people nowadays need even greater power than Yeshua himself at his time, when it was the first century? Now that it is 21st century, obviously I am no God, so I do not know if mathematically speaking, if there be more demons, just numerically, if they're, whether they be more powerful and influential demons and more evil spirits in numbers now in 2025 than in Christ's time. I do not know. But another topic I surely wanted to stress was that all of the churches and all of the synagogues, chapels, all of those religious systematic buildings and gatherings and congregations of this world, all of them are brainwashing factories. You never need those buildings, nor do you need any of those congregations per se. I myself, probably 3-4 years back, I myself was one of them who was certainly terrified, so to speak, of being a social outcast and feeling extremely lonely at certain times. And as of now, I personally have been enduring and trying to overcome a great deal of loneliness concerning what kind of so-called friendships, or what kind of fellowship, or what kind of what kind of friendship, or what kind of interactions, social interactions that cost me in the journey of pursuing the purest form of truth. And really, this is not to be sounding too condescending or anything of that nature, but really, if you're, the thing is, regarding your relationship with God himself, it is a very unique and very personal experience, and it is a extremely personal thing, and it cannot be hindered by any outer influence that comes very easily through those systematic religions. And I feel sick of those things, and I tell you, I give you some account tonight, in some detail, my personal story. Listen, so I come from a Seventh-day Adventist family, and I do not even want to go to details, because it is a very exhausting, very emotionally and spiritually exhausting thing for me to even put very little amount of effort trying to explain or describe what it's like to come from a background of a religious family and extended family. And it all, from what I found out, it all boils down to this. All of those religious establishments and systematic religion and all of those denominations and stuff like that, they are just factories for refilling people's self-esteem. So it is a very unhealthy and it is a very demonic way of fulfilling a human being's self-esteem. A self-esteem should just, I very highly and I strongly recommend you that you get your self-esteem from common sense, from things that belong to common sense. That is, you can work and make money, or you can build your body, and you can go through some healing process of your own, some psychological and mental and slash spiritual healing process that doesn't need any sort of engagement, or it doesn't need any sort of relationships to the systematic religion. It is a very harmful thing, and 100% of them come from the satanic forces. I am very sure of this because I have very strong grounds for what I'm speaking now. Because Yeshua himself in the Bible, you look at the 4 Gospels in the Bible, and just by definition, since Yeshua is God, he always spoke the truth, and he was the truth, and he always spoke facts and truth, and he was the truth. And what was the hindrance? What were the hurdles and obstacles that was blocking literal human beings from seeing and perceiving the truth? It was the synagogues. So the fact, the truths in themselves, they have no fault, they have no errors, and they got to meet each individuals. And historically speaking, all of the time, there's no exception, all of the time, what were the obstacles? It was the synagogues, it was the churches, and it is just brainwashing factories, and those are just very unhealthy, satanic, demonic ways of fulfilling people's self-esteem. It can be through service. I feel extremely disgusted by imagining and thinking of these things, because God only requires humankind to believe in him and the one that he sent, that is Yeshua, the Son of God. It is only on what is the only obligations as we human beings we have towards God is that we have to believe him and nothing else, right? But you see how the churches and Catholic churches and Islamic churches or whatnot, or Buddhist temples or Christian churches, what do they do? They always have to do with the good services to the people. And those things are very extremely harmful and satanic, because they make people fall into traps of believing they are naturally good. They set a great and subtle traps in front of people. Those are mines and time bombs. Those are nuclear bombs to our souls. We as people, we only need Yeshua, and we only ought to believe in him, and nothing can be added upon that. I wished I could speak better on this matter, but that's the best I could to describe what came to my mind today. So yeah, thanks, bye.